Hello everybody, I'm Johnny, aka Gamer Prof. This will be my first video on this channel, and I was inspired to create it because I'm truly excited for the future of PC gaming. AMD made a huge announcement yesterday on February the 22nd that on March the 2nd, the much anticipated and long awaited Ryzen CPUs would be available for purchase. As I'll tell you very soon, my gaming rig is a bit outdated, and while it plays most games at an acceptable resolution with steady performance, I've decided that it's time to upgrade. Before I get into that though, here's some information about the Ryzen chips for those who have been under a rock for the last 24 hours. AMD has announced 3 chips so far in the Ryzen lineup. The Ryzen 7 1800X, which they're saying is the world's fastest 8-core desktop processor. That processor is coming in at a clock speed of 3.6 gigahertz with a 4 gigahertz boost and running at about 95 watts. The next one is the Ryzen 7 1700X. AMD touts that that's merging the worlds of the enthusiast, the gamer, and the creator. That one's running at a clock speed of 3.4 gigahertz with a 3.8 gigahertz boost, also at 95 watts. The baby bear, if you will, is the Ryzen 7 1700. It doesn't get the X on it, but that one is supposedly the world's lowest power 8-core desktop processor. That one is coming in at 3 gigahertz with a 3.7 gigahertz boost, and it's running at 65 watts. All of those processors, AMD claims, are overclockable due to their XFR, or extended frequency range technology. And I've decided that my next build is going to be a Ryzen-based system. I've made some decisions about some potential options, and it's my goal to have you guys, the YouTube community, help me decide on a motherboard, a case, cooling options, etc. So I think I've decided to go with the 1700X. I think the 1800X may be a bit of overkill for me. I want to build a system for what I'd call the every gamer, which I claim to be. You know, I have a day job. This is not my full-time job. Gaming is not my full-time job. And, you know, I'm an adult, so I have to go adult on a daily basis. And frankly, I don't see the benefit, the cost-benefit relationship being that I need to do the 1800X. But I do want a rig that's going to be powerful enough to run current AAA titles at, you know, fairly high quality settings. My current system right now is a system that I built several years ago. As a matter of fact, I built 2 of them identical, one for me and one for my wife. They consist of Antec 900 cases. They have Core i7 2600Ks in them. They're sitting on Asus P8Z680V Pro Generation 3 motherboards with 16 gigs of Corsair dual-channel DDR3 RAM. When I built them, I put GTX 570s in them, which were, you know, the pretty good cards at the time. I've just recently updated both of them with 1050 Ti's. That's right, 1050 Ti's. Both systems have an OCZ Vertex 3 SSD, 128 gig drive, or maybe 120, and they both have Seagate 2 terabyte FireCuda storage drives in them. So, on to the next part of the video. Basically what I would like to do is I would like to ask you guys in the comments below to help me make some decisions. I know that, like I said, I know that I want the 1700X. I know that there are going to be several motherboards that come out for the system, and I would like to do sort of a themed build, albeit nothing really fancy, but I would like to stick with a nice color scheme. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be yet. I've been thinking, sort of rolling around some ideas about some custom painting on the case. I really like the stuff that Fractal Designs is putting out right now. I'm kind of leaning toward a Fractal case, although I'm open to suggestions on that as well. I'm probably going to run 16 gigs of DDR4. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the video card yet, although I'll probably stick the 1050 Ti in there to start with until I make a decision about what to do next, because for now that card is doing what it needs to do. I'll probably stick with the same hard drives for now. I'd like to get a little bit bigger solid state in the future. I have an SSD in my laptop that I may actually swap out and put in this new desktop. It's a little bit nicer than the Vertex 3 that's in my current desktop. So that's pretty much taken care of. Essentially, I just need some help making a few decisions. So look for another video in the coming week. I plan to show you some choices, some things that I've looked at and sort of been thinking about, and then I'd like to have you guys chime in and help me decide what to do next.